What's going on, everybody? It is your least favorite YouTuber. My name is Syckx. I currently have 31 subscribers, so I'm really making an impact out here playing this very much alive game. Hang on, let me fix my microphone thing here. And today I have a new video for the first time in about 3 months. Yeah, because, Fuzzy has like 2 videos every year. Fuzzy Syckx, I should say. Sorry, my lord, aka me. I shan't mispronounce your name once more. Anyways, regardless of that, we are here and we're ready. I hope this is going to be clear. I hope I don't stop a lot, pause, whatever. I've got this thing running in my Discord stream, so you might hear people in the background. I got some people here to commentate and tell me if what I'm saying is garbage, and tell me, bully me a little bit, I guess, if they so choose, or maybe you won't hear anybody at all for those watching here on YouTube. So, here today, I have a tier list. This was pretty hard to put together. I had a lot of trouble, so you can see these, all these scroll icons here are a little bit off. You know, they have all this weird crap around them, but whatever. It's fine. We're here. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm passionate. And let's get into this video. What is this video, of course? Well, if you read the title, you're going to know. But this is a special video. This is all of the scrolls ranked, except there's a twist, of course. Because I'm Fuzzy Syckx. I can't give you something just straight up. It's got to have a twist with it. So what's the twist? Well, I'm not ranking them today based on how good they are, because I know that's going to get a lot of angry, mean, vicious men coming after me. Instead, I'm going to rank them on how much I like the scrolls, basically how much I like using them, probably especially how much I like fighting against them, how cool I think they are, their effects, whatever, how good or bad they are, I don't care. However I feel about them, they're going somewhere. So you can see this tier list here. Very accurate. We're going from, like, this is like precision accuracy. This is only something you'd find in a, like, laboratory. If you got, actually, you know what? Screw that. I'm Fuzzy Syckx. If you got all of the best scientists in the world to conduct some weird research experiments and try to recreate this tier list, this would still be more accurate. Because, let me remind you again, I'm Fuzzy Syckx, and I got the opinions that are correct. Definitely. To begin, I'm going to try to speed through this video a little bit, so I'll give you a brief description of the scrolls and stuff, tell you how I feel about them, slap them on, and let's get started. So number 1, Metal Detect. Metal Detect is the first scroll you can get. Basically, whenever you use it, it allows you to see any objects that are metal, even if they're obstructed. Like if they're behind a tree and you use it, you can see them while they're behind the tree. I know that's pretty cool. It can also see gold behind trees and stuff. The potency version of it allows you to see any obstructed item, which is also pretty cool. So this one, it doesn't have a really strong effect, but it has a very special place in my heart. Maybe because there's 300 of them in my guild vault currently. They're really easy to get, and sometimes I just use them for fun. I'm pretty sure we all use them for fun. Yeah, I'm not crazy. You're crazy. But the Metal Detect, it's first white color. It's the scroll of Metal Detect, greatest level 1 scroll there could be, because it's the only one. So while it's not all that amazing, everybody has a special place for it. So I'm gonna probably have to slap it in the B tier. You know, I don't want to put it up into like A tier or something, because it is special to me, but I don't care about it that much. So, Metal Detect goes in B tier. Moving on. Scroll of Single Ember. So, I myself am Evocation, and Single Ember is pretty nice. You can snipe with it. It basically just shoots a fireball. If you potency it, it shoots one in front of you, shoots one behind you. So, you're hitting probably not 2 targets. I don't know why you'd ever want to potency it, but you know what? You can do it if you... whatever. You do you. Anyways... This cool glowing ball of magical fire is not all that powerful. Of course, this is like in PvP. Of course, you can do Ember kiting and shoot them, and sometimes you'll get it to be effective, but it's just that extra boost onto your combos mainly. If you're not Evo, you're not using it. So, yeah. But you know what? Single Ember, pretty nice scroll, but not really. I like it because I'm Evo, but it's not in my favorites, or not in my upper favorites, I should say. It's good, but it's not like great. So it's going in B tier. Moving on, Fatigue. So Fatigue is one of my favorite scrolls. Well, I like its scroll effect, I should say. It's one of my favorite scroll effects. But Fatigue is so freaking weak, it's not even funny. Its cooldown is way too long. I like the green color of it, and I like the little dude there. I don't know what's freaking happening. He has like a freaking grappling hook trying to like steal him or something. I don't know. But you know what? That's what Simple decided Fatigue looks like. And we are at Fuzzy Syckx. Oh no, we can't. We cannot question the Lord and God Savior, Simple. So, Fatigue, pretty cool scroll. Really, really weak though, but I do like using it on noobs and stuff. I would say A tier, but honestly, just because it's so useless. If you have a speed, you're gone. It lasts like 4 seconds. I think that's universal. I'm pretty sure I tested that. If you potency it, by the way, it doesn't get much better. I think it slows you down a little bit, but I don't think it gives you resistance to speed. So whatever. So it's just gonna go in B tier. Oh, and by the way, I should say these are not these aren't going to be ordered like in the individual tiers based on how much I like them. They're just going to go into the tier and they'll be relative to each other. All right, Scroll of Healing Wind. Now, the red color, pretty nice. The Vita Ventus, pretty nice. Effect, really good. I like farming with Necros behind me. But man, oh man, do I hate fighting people that spam Healing Winds. Holy macaroni. Talk about the just alright, just imagine this. You're out and you're fighting somebody and it's going all good. You're going boom, 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 you're getting them. And then their necro friend comes and starts spamming winds. Oh, it makes me want to cry. Alright, but I won't, because I'm Fuzzy Syckx. The Scroll of Healing Wind is just so good. Literally, all you have to do is run away, start spamming it, and you're fine, buddy. You're fine, Buttercup. Go and farm, kill Scout with like a freak. You could probably kill Scout with like a mace with like 40 life, dude. Just spamming wins. It's so stupid. But you know, it's a basic healing spell. It heals multiple people at the same time. I like them behind me, hate them against me. So I'm gonna put it in probably like. Nah, I'm gonna put it in F tier just because of how screwed over it has made me so many times. I can't begin to describe to you how many people, okay, it wasn't a lot, but all of the people who did get away with this were really good. Alright, so the one time I get out of my orc caves, you know, farming those freaking Minotaur axe noobs, and I go out and I finally fight somebody, finally, who has like agility boots or like a more bone shield or something. Bam! Necro comes, ruins it with Healing Wind. That sucks. Moving on. Teleportation. So, Scroll Teleportation, believe it or not, I'm not a huge fan of it. Purple is my favorite color, and I do like the nice purple scroll, you know, nice dude there becoming like a freaking, I don't know what this is, I don't even know how to explain that, but you know what? Whenever I look at that, if somebody told me teleportation, which they did, Lord Simple did, I'd be like, oh, well, yeah, I guess that's depicting teleportation. Good enough. Teleportation, whenever I use it, I basically teleport like 5 feet, so it's always screwing me over, but whenever any of my enemies, literally anybody uses it, they freaking go across the entire freaking universe. But you know what? I can't hate it that much, because sometimes it does get me out of a pickle. And it just, again, it adds like a special place in my heart. But I don't know, maybe like A tier. Most of the time, I don't even get to use it because I like to save my tellies and begons until I get to like 1 HP, and 99% of the time I just get killed anyways. But, you know what? I guess it can go into A tier, you know. Telly is nice when it's nice, bad when it's bad, but you know what? Everybody loves it at some point. Moving on. Scroll of Summon Wolf. Now, this is pretty cool. You know, you can summon a normal wolf. You can summon a white wolf. If you potency it, you'll summon 2 wolves. Pretty neat scroll. Spam it. It's pretty nice and good for farming. Give yourself a comrade. But other than that, the brown color, nice too. But other than that, it's meh. You know, I don't have, like, a whole lot of, like, memory with Summon Wolf. So it'll probably go in like C tier. Like, it doesn't like hold this certain spot in my heart like Metal, Single, and Fatigue do. But you know, I should acknowledge that, you know, yeah, hey, you know, sometimes Summon Wolf is kind of fun to mess around with. I've got my own Conjuration I get on it on Conj Glows, and I spam that crap up and nice and whatever because, you know, my fun digit's pretty low, so I can't afford bats. But hey, it's got its nice own spot in C tier. Moving on. Awareness. Now, Scroll of Awareness, I like the cyan color. I like the little eyeball here. Freaking, like, Illuminati eyeball. It's awakening you. Whatever wakes you up whenever you're sleeping. It'll give you a little bit of confusion resistance. Getting, like, slapped on the back of the head or really hard or something whenever somebody uses it. I don't know. But Scroll of Awareness, I don't really know what to say about it, guys. It's the Scroll of Awareness, you know, it's pretty good. I don't actually usually carry these very much, but they're nice to have, and they're okay to fight against, I guess. Usually, most of the time, whenever I use them, they don't even break my confusions, but, you know, that's just RNG rough. So I guess it can go, I don't know, maybe it can go in, nah, I'll put it in C tier. You know, I'm acknowledging that it's there, but whatever. It doesn't hold very much place in my heart. But then, moving on. Scroll of Blur. I love the Scroll of Blur. Absolutely love it. I don't know what it is. It turns me into, like, this freaking phantasm. I feel like I don't know, I just feel so powerful whenever I use a Scroll of Blur. I like the dark blue. I love the freaking image on it. It's pretty. This is what it turns you into. And Scroll of Blur, it's really good. Love me some Scroll of Blurs. They're not really hard to get. They're really good Magic EXP. Just overall, love Scroll of Blur. It's going in S tier. Easily. Scroll of Person Detect. Absolutely love this. Okay, now, I don't usually carry, like, silences and blinds to stop people from tellying, but you know what? It doesn't matter if you telly, because as soon as you telly, I know where you are. If I'm blindly looking out for somebody, I don't have to look anymore, because boom, brother, reveal yourself! What even is it that you say with Person Detect? It's like, Inquiro! Now I know where you are. Nice space note, by the way. Anyways, easy S tier. Love Person Detect. Love the way it functions. You know, you say somebody's name, and it'll find them for you. If you potency it, it does something with their inventory. It's probably OP. I don't know. You know what? Aberoth is broken anyways, but easy S tier. Right up there with the likes of Blur. So, moving on. Triple. Now, I really like Triple. This is because this is the scroll that makes me feel powerful. When I hit those triples, bam, 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 you're going down. When I don't hit those triples, I get depression. But you know what? It shoots three singles in front of you in a certain pattern. I'm sure there's like an angular relationship between them, probably like 45 degrees or something from the middle single, but pretty basic scroll, really nice for farming. It's really powerful, actually. Pretty much anywhere you go, everybody will take it with them. So that's going in an S tier. Love me, Triple. Moving on. Confusion. Now, despite the fact that I always seem to not have enough confusions to kill people, I'm always missing that one confusion. I like me the confusion scroll. It's just a basic PK scroll, PvP scroll. Use it, mess up their movement, boom, bang, bean, go over there and beat them up. Alright, turn off their brain, as if Aberoth players ever have their brain on to begin with, except for me, Lord Fuzzy, and of course King Mace. But confusion, pretty nice. It's green, nice and green, looks cool. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like confusion as much as these guys. You know, like triple, it just feels good. Person detect, I just really like the way it works. Blur makes me feel like a freaking god. But confusion, yeah, of course I'm gonna bring them with me, and sometimes I get some really radical stuff happening whenever I'm using confusions, but whatever, it's just gonna go in A tier with Telly. Moving on. We get to Drain Life. Never. Okay, no. This is the tier 2 red scroll. Basically, whenever you use it, it'll wither out your hands, turn them to, like, freaking, I don't know, cardboard or something. And you hit somebody, it does, like, 30 to 40 damage, and then it heals you 30 to 40 damage, okay? Pretty basic scroll. Spammable. Really good. Alright, whenever I use these, I, like, 99% of the time use them in combo. Actually, I always use them in combos. Pretty much. Whatever, don't sound me on that. And, you know, they're this nice combo for me, combo addition for me, you know, they're pretty good for me. Somebody comes whacking at me, I use a drain, get some health back, do some damage, good stuff. But when I have to fight a Necromancer, my god, it makes me want to tear my hair out strand by strand. My guys, I have never hated pixels so much until I laid eyes on the freaking Skull of Drain Life. Look at this. It looks like somebody's trying to, like, kidnap this dude right here. I don't even know what's going on. What's up with these freaking red dudes? Why are they red? Oh, because they're freaking killing you! That's what it is. Kills you so fast. Lord, hate Drain Life. Luke Sky tier. Easy. Moving on. Now we get to Scroll of Item Recall. Basically turn yourself magnetic for every type of item. Doesn't have to just be metal in the area. It'll bring it back to you. Unless you're me, then it's not going to bring crap back to you, especially your engraved items. It never works for me. Really doesn't. But it's cool. It's purple. And you know, whenever I use it, sometimes I can get like a freaking pouch back or something, but or like a key ring, or like an iron boot. So it's like meh. But let me tell you why I actually hate Recall. Recall is so freaking OP. Alright? That... okay, so usually in PKs, you're not going to end up getting your crap back unless your name is Dark World, because there's like a Recall aura around Dark World. Like, he's just constantly emitting this Recall and Telly and Be Gone and Potency, but Dark World is like a special SCP. We put him in the kindergarten chair for timeout and leave him there. Don't worry about him. But Recall, let me tell you, when you use this crap in wars, nobody's going to get anything. You want to know what you get, little baby Johnny? For, you know, you use all your freaking carry to kill this one dude. You want to know what you get, Johnny? You get nothing. Because they use a Recall. And you're in a war. So, I actually do not like Recalls. I can't say that they've really screwed me over when I'm PKing, but I know they're really good in wars. So, I don't have quite the experience to put them in F tier. I'm just going to leave it in D tier. Because, screw Recall, honestly. Bats, you know, summon some bats around you, potency, summon more bats, big bat swarm. Basically the same deal as summon wolf, not a lot to talk about with bats. I don't really often use bats. Sometimes I try to use it to counter drain, but nothing counters drain, really, when you put your brain on it. And, yeah, so C tier, not a lot to say about bats. Moving on. Protection. Protection is a really cool scroll. It is really good for farming, and if you're an Abjurer, really nice. It's got that nice cyan color. It makes you glow cyan. You actually feel pretty strong while you're wearing the protection suit of armor. The magical, glowing, super strong, whatever. 50% damage resist. If you potency it, 75%. It lasts for a decent amount of time, and I like it, alright? I do indeed use these in PvP sometimes, from time to time. I usually don't have them, because I don't really farm Scaldor. Limited farms here on Fuzzy Syckx part. But, you know what? I like protections. It's kind of like Blur for me. Well, no, I'll keep it an A tier because I do like it, but I don't feel as powerful as I do when I use a Blur. Anyways, moving on. Concealment. Turn everybody around you invisible. This scroll is okay. I use it a lot actually, but it's like a meh ability. Like, well, it's good, but it's just such a basic ability. It doesn't have anything like really cool about it. If you potency it though, it gets pretty cool. I think enemies can't see what you're saying or something about that. I don't know. But it's just gonna go in B tier. You know, I don't have like this special attachment to concealment. I usually just use invisibility potions or not even use anything at all. But whatever. So it's gonna in B tier. Moving on, we get to Farsight. I love Farsight. I use Farsight all the freaking time. And Farsight loves me too. Farsight has helped me so vastly, and that's why I love it so much. It's basically the same deal as Person Detect, except it lasts longer, and I think it works better. I think it is better than Person Detect, and it's going in S tier. Yeah. Fireblast. Now, I don't usually use Fireblast. A little bit low on fundage here in the Fuzzy Syckx department, but whatever. Fireblast is pretty cool. Tier 3 Evo. And it's definitely very powerful if you can get your keeps up on it. And I like using Fireblast because it makes me feel decently strong, but, you know, it's never this... I never feel like I'm just straight overpowering my opponent with the Fireblast. It is really cool, though, but it's not super cool, so it's not going to be in the besties list there. It's just going to go in the, yeah, we're friends. Moving on to Fear. Now, when I look at this scroll, I look at it and I'm like, man, is it Halloween already? Who carved this on their pumpkin? But seriously, this sucker looks menacing, dude. This scroll looks like it is actually alive. And it is looking at me and it's like, man, I want to eat you right now. Consume you. Alright? And when I use this thing, it feels like power. But it's so easy to break. But I do love Fear. It's one of the only things that does actually counter drain, even though it is really easy to break. It looks really cool. All the tier 3 scrolls look cool on the ground, by the way. I should have said that when we were at Farsight, but I'm going to put it in the same region as Confusion. If I were to mess around, you know what? Screw you, Confusion. It is better than Confusion. Love me, Fear. Resurrection. Resurrection is pretty cool. This dude looks like he's just standing up from like a good old nap or something. But Resurrection, pretty cool effect. Not super powerful. It is good. But it's so I acknowledge it. It's a cool effect, I guess. But not cool enough to make it into B tier. So it's just in C tier. You know, I know it's there, but Resurrection, it doesn't hold this special place in my heart as, you know, these dudes do. So, moving on. Be Gone. Now, Be Gone allows you to basically send your enemies away. They're not coming back unless you get really bad RNG, then they'll just teleport 5 feet behind you. Be Gone is basically Teleport's older, more successful brother with a better haircut. Alright? And Potency Be Gone sends you... I heard something about it not sending you to the boss zone of an area. I don't actually know what it does, but it does something good. Alright? And Be Gone, it's pretty cool. It's cooler than Teleport, at least. It can definitely save you. It is... Alright, you know what? No, it's going down to B tier. You know, no. Yeah, I'll keep it there. I like using it. I think it's cool. The only reason it's not an A tier is because, man, oh man, simple! Why do you not get wanted time whenever you use a freaking Be Gone, man? It's so annoying, man. When your enemies, okay, when you're in a war and your enemies have a Be Gone ult at the door and they're spamming it and they're not getting any wanted time, so you can't go over there and molest them. What the heck, man? So OP. So annoying. So it's going to be tier. Moving on. Poison Cloud. Poison Cloud is the Acid Cloud's disease-ridden brother. Alright, it is... it's... Alright, now I actually do like the look of Acid Cloud, but it's just not really that powerful, dude. It's probably best in a 1v1, but even there, it's just not all that great. And it kind of just wasted scroll potential, but just because I like the way it looks, and Nebula Toxicy, it can go there. Silence. So, basically, you can turn other people mute, stitch their freaking lips together with this sucker. It looks like a heartbeat. I'm not really sure about that, but well, actually, I bet it looks like that because whenever you freaking get silenced, that's what happens to your heart. Because you know what? You know what happens to me? 6 rages later, silence is still on. Simple, fix it. Love silence though. Awesome scroll, good for comboing. It's going in S tier. I should really like silence, honestly. So it can just go there. Pretty simple effect. It stops all enemies around you from using scrolls. Oops. I really like it because it's really good for killing Graham. And, yeah. So then we get to Blind. I really like Blind. And, yeah, it's... I don't think it's almost like Silence, but I don't want to say it's weaker. But it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. It's kind of hard to explain it. Blind is really good for comboing, but it gets really OP when you run out of cures. So if you're a good illusionist hitting blinds, GG, bro. And also it's cheaper than Silence, so it's nicer for killing Graham with either daily or when it's on glow, or just kill him to get a lot of freaking scrolls, brother. So that's going in S tier. I really like blinds. I really like hitting blinds if I hit them. So, I don't know, S tier, sure. Moving on, we're getting to the upper echelon. We're getting to the end here with the final tier for scrolls. Let's do this. Revealing Light. When God created the universe, he said, luminous. Alright, so Revealing Light is really cool. I like feeling like I've been blessed by Jesus from above, but it's honestly not all that powerful, except for blocking Chaos. That's the only thing that's really good about it. And I think it actually blocks Harmony too, so that's also pretty cool. But it's really big, but it has a radius. That's the problem. It's got a limited range. This is... Oh, and it blocks Blind too, which is really good for Pot Acid, but this is really good in 1v1s. It's basically imperative to bring it in 1v1s. So, as with that, I think I have actually used a Revealing Light one time. So I really think it's pretty cool. It's super useful, but I don't have a whole lot of experience with it. Do you guys remember that one YouTube video, the glowing white ring of eye death or something? That's pretty cool. You know what? That'll put it in A tier just to that video alone. Moving on. Now we get to Shockwave. So never before have I felt like or wanted to feel like I'm the pinball in a pinball machine until now. Basically, imagine putting dynamite at your feet while somebody's straight in front of you, and that's what Shockwave is. Decent damage, pretty good for comboing. I've only ever used it one time because, again, fundage low here at Fuzzy Syckx, the headquarters of not farming. Honestly, and actually, it looks pretty cool too. It launches you back. Hot Shockwave really launches you back. Wowie. Other than that, I don't think it's not like in the range of S tier. I don't like it enough to put it in there, but it can go in A tier. Fine by me. Moving on. Harmony. Now, there's a part of me that really wants to like Harmony. I like the way it looks. I like that it was one of the OG tier 4s. Actually, I think it was the OG tier 4, if I'm not mistaken. And its effect is pretty cool. Let me tell you, its effect is pretty OP. So it's going to an A tier. Really just because of the design right here. I don't know what it is about this. I just like the design of it. Harmony. I have used them before. It has saved me a little bit. Maybe saved my allies. I'm not really sure where I used it at. It wasn't on Fuzzy, by the way, because, again, Fuzzy likes to fundage level up his freaking magic skill. But Harmony is still pretty cool. So it's going to an A tier. Pretty nice. Moving on. Ray's Skeleton. Now, a lot of people want to diss on Ray's Skeleton. Let me tell you, Ray's Skeleton is pretty good. But it's not always that way. Basically, you have to sacrifice some bone fragments to Lord Mace, and he will send you a skeleton down from the heavens to protect you and your beautiful loot. But it's not that great unless you're in, like, close quarters. But it is pretty cool. The skeleton getting summoned up, you can actually use it to farm, I've seen before. Give it a Morning Star and take it to Werewolf. It's pretty decent there, I guess. But Ray Skeleton, pretty cool scroll. I guess I'll put it in A tier. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move these down a bit. Yeah, that's fine. I'll put it in B tier. Whatever. It's cool, but it's not, like, among my friends. Okay, moving on. Potency. Now, Potency adds this much needed depth to PvP. It adds the ability to more easily kill Bone Shield level players. But let me tell you that Potency effects are not balanced, not even a little bit. But you know what? I like Potency. It's the most expensive scroll. I've never used Potency before. But it's pretty powerful. Really, the thing that I like about it is Pot Fear, like PKing with that. It's pretty nice. Potency can go in A tier. Not a lot to say about it. Other than that, alright. Moving on. Now we get to Acid Cloud. Now, Acid Cloud looks really cool. It follows you. It's pretty strong, does a lot of damage. You can't avoid it, but it's still cool. So I'm probably gonna... I don't know. Acid Cloud is the scroll to bring with you if you're trying to troll. Aside from, like, Chaos, if you're trying to troll in a drop party. I don't know. I like the effect of Acid Cloud. You potency it. I like that effect too, even if it is a little bit strong. So I'll put it in S tier. I think it deserved this spot just out of sheer honor. Moving on. Magic Shield. Magic Shield is pretty cool. Blocks all magic for you for a little while. Potency gives Magic Shield to all allies around you. And overall, Magic Shield is like 10 to 15 seconds of basically invulnerability. Does not block Embers, though. So if you get pinned and use a Magic Shield, then you might still be in a pickle. But it is pretty cool. So, I don't know. Also, it turns you really white. So, B or A tier? Probably A tier. It's pretty cool. Chaos. Chaos turns everybody black and everybody goes crazy. So, immediate. Alright. I'm not gonna lie. Chaos is pretty OP. It's really cancer, to fight, but it's so good that I think I have to acknowledge it. Alright? And for that, I guess it can go into B tier. I really don't like fighting against it, but this is pretty cool. All these arrows pointing up, down, left, and right. And I don't know. Dark blue, pretty cool. It's pretty strong, really good for farming, especially like Lich. And I guess that's it. So that's it for this video. And real quick before we go, I'll change it around a little bit to maybe I'll just say this, okay? So the reason why I didn't make this video a strongest to weakest or showing like all the strengths of the scrolls is because I thought this video would be a little bit more cool to make. Give you a little bit more perspective into it, and maybe you had some laughs here and there whenever I got real loud. Probably annoyed my family in the other room. But, you know what? Just for courtesy, I'll switch it around here and show you what it would have been anyways if it had been a All Scrolls ranked. So, here you go. Alright, so if you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as hard as you would hit me in the game if you see me farming. And subscribe if you want to see more content like this 2 times a year. Join the Discord, the link will be in the description, and you can join in on things like this. Of course, doesn't seem like, I don't think there's anybody in there right now. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll check in a minute. But we did have somebody at the beginning there. He had to leave a little bit through, so shout out to you, Bayek Lud. And to all great followers of the Gospel of Fuzzy, Syckx. This has been Fuzzy Syckx, and I will see you guys in the next one. And remember, Drain is gay. Bye-bye.